Today we're diving into the top 10 worst European cars of all time. The vehicles that embarrassed an entire continent, drained owners' bank accounts, and made Americans say, "Yeah, I'll stick with my truck." Let's get into it. Number 10, Lada Riva. The Soviet-built Lada Riva was basically a 1960s Fiat kept alive way past its expiration date. Slow, crude, poorly built, and assembled with quality that made American rental cars look like luxury machines. The body panels didn't line up. The engines clattered like farm equipment. And the ride quality was somewhere between wooden cart and shopping trolley. Somehow, these were still sold in Europe into the 2000s. Number 9, Fiat Multipla. Let's just say it. The Fiat Multipla is one of the ugliest cars mankind has ever produced. Two-tire headlights, a bubble windshield, a body that looked swollen. It was like Fiat tried to design a minivan after losing a bet. Inside, it had a weird 6-seat layout and interior plastics that looked like melted Lego. Reliable? No. Stylish? Absolutely not. The Multipla became a meme long before memes were cool. Number 8, Yugo GV. If you lived in the US in the 1980s, you already know this one. The Yugo GV was sold as the cheapest new car in America. But it came with a catch. It was also one of the worst new cars in America. Terrible build quality, engines that stalled randomly, parts that fell off, and crash test results that were basically prey. Mechanics loved it, though every Yugo on the road guaranteed a steady paycheck. Number 7, Rover City Rover. When India's Tata Indica was rebadged as a British Rover, the results were not great. The City Rover had an outdated design, rough engines, poor safety, a price far higher than its quality. It looked cheap, felt cheap, and was cheap, except for the price tag. British buyers revolted, and Rover collapsed shortly after. This car didn't just fail, it helped kill an entire brand. Number 6, Renault Alliance. France tried to sell Americans a compact built for European streets, but built it in Wisconsin. What could go wrong? Everything. The Renault Alliance was plagued with horrible rust problems, weak engines, fragile transmissions, laughable reliability. It even won Car of the Year right before it started falling apart. Awards don't always age well. Number 5, Lancia Beta. Lancia once made rally champions. But then came the Beta. The Beta had a catastrophic flaw. The engine's weight caused the front subframe to rust rapidly, sometimes within just a couple years. Engines were literally falling out of the car. Imagine buying a European sports sedan and having it dissolve like cotton candy in rain. Lancia never recovered from the embarrassment. Number 4, Triumph TR7. A British sports car should be fun, stylish, and reliable enough to at least leave the driveway. The TR7 was none of those. British Leyland built it during one of the worst labour and management periods in automotive history. Strikes, production delays, poor materials, and rushed engineering meant the TR7 came out rough, unreliable, and cheaply made. The wedge design looked futuristic for about 5 minutes. Then everyone realized it handled poorly and broke constantly. Even die-hard British car fans shake their heads at this one. Number 3, DeLorean DMC-12. Let's be honest. The DeLorean is iconic because of Back to the Future, not because it was a good car. In real life, the DMC-12 had a gutless 130 horsepower engine, flimsy build quality, doors that malfunctioned, electronics made of wishes and duct tape. It looked like a supercar and drove like a slow, expensive disappointment. Instead, it became a symbol of everything wrong with it. It had the infamous square steering wheel, engines that overheated, hydrogas suspension problems, panels that didn't fit, styling that confused everyone. The Allegro became a national joke in the UK, but Americans barely saw it, which is probably a blessing. Number 2, Austin Allegro. The Allegro was supposed to modernize the British car industry. If you enjoyed the video, smash like, subscribe, and comment which region you want next. Worst Italian supercars? Worst German failures? Worst modern EV disasters? I can make them all. Number 1. Morris Marina. Here it is. The crown jewel of bad European engineering. The Morris Marina was built as cheaply and quickly as possible to compete with Japanese imports. The result? A car with terrible handling, weak brakes, engines borrowed from ancient designs, shockingly poor build quality, suspension that could snap under hard cornering. Mechanics joked that the Marina was the parts donor, not a real car. It wasn't just bad, it was historically bad. And there you have it, the top 10 worst European cars of all time. Europe may build some of the greatest cars in the world, but these were the ones that made buyers say, yeah, I'll stick with something that actually works. If not for Hollywood, the DeLorean would have been forgotten entirely.